Welcome to forever.
Alright, yo, what is up guys? It is me, Man997 here, and today I'm actually going to be talking about something that I kind of talk about to a lot of different people whenever it comes down to, just opportunities that you kind of just let slip by. A good example is for my current job right now. I actually had the opportunity to work for them like years ago through a friend that I've known since middle school. I ended up seeing one day that they posted somewhere on their social media that they were working for this company that teach children how to program, and it was all about like game development. It seemed really interesting for me because it has game development, which is something I went to school for. What else is better than applying what I am learning, concepts of programming, teaching it to people. They always say whenever you teach something to someone, it kind of makes your skills like a lot better, and I definitely see that now. Certain concepts about programming or other concepts that I didn't really understand, I now have a better understanding at, and I feel confident about certain tasks or assignments that are handed to me because now I have this really strong skill set that I could use to be able to attack anything. But then I ended up messaging a friend and asking, what's the whole process? How prepared should I be with like knowing about certain things? How knowledgeable do I have to be able to teach it? Kind of gave me a quick rundown, saying that, you are teaching younger people, so it's not like you have to know really like complex like concepts, or not only that, you're not going to be teaching anything too complex, so it's going to be very simple stuff, something that every programmer should have, like basic fundamentals to kind of apply to then be able to program anything, but you still have that foundation to build off of that will make it very easy for a person to approach a certain task. But then after reading that, I started kind of thinking, am I qualified enough? Do I feel like my foundation is strong enough? So I didn't have the right foundation, and when I messaged back my friend, I just told him like, hey, yeah, let them know if they could give me a chance. And my friend said, oh yeah, for sure. And then he told me, just give me some of your information so then you guys could get talking, setting up an interview. I guess when it came to that point, even though he kind of explained it, it made it seem very, very simple. At the moment, understanding my weaknesses at that time, I felt like I had a lot of weaknesses, but I think people see weakness as something, that you can't fix, right? But over time, I've been able to fix it. And basically, this is what the whole video is going to be about. You may think that at the moment, you don't really have the necessary resources or the skills or the knowledge to be able to do something. Whenever you actually end up doing what you want to do, you look back and you kind of wonder, why didn't I go through with it? Which is something that right now, looking back and having over, 8 months of experience, teaching to younger people, students from elementary school all the way up to middle school, teaching them the fundamentals of game development and, programming in general, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And then there's me at that time, that weakness of me not being confident, not being able to kind of go forward with this opportunity. It kind of really set me back a little bit because I really wonder myself as a person. I always kind of consider myself first a designer, a game designer over a game programmer, but I wonder how strong my programming could have been, because now I kind of have a different mindset when approaching certain programs or certain codes, certain languages, and everything just makes a lot more sense. But going back to the story, I think the last thing I left off with my friend Sally on a DM was that he said, oh, send me like a resume and then I'll give it to them and you guys could get in contact from there and kind of talk everything through. And I just felt like I kind of like froze up. The weaknesses that I know I have, that I wouldn't be able to I wouldn't be able to fulfill this position at this location, and that if I'm already struggling with something, how can I teach that to someone? I always look back and I kind of kick myself for kind of not going for that opportunity, because especially now knowing the position and being there for a while, I had nothing really to worry about. So basically guys, if you guys ever feel like you want to kind of go for something, but then you guys kind of have this self-doubt by yourself, I think it's always best just to go forward at that point. Take word for me, because I didn't go through with it and I kind of really regret not going through with it. the first time. But it felt really nice to kind of fill in that what if question, right? Because then I would always think to myself, what if I actually went through with that job position, and what if, it would have made me such a better programmer. And nothing's ever too late. And I'm really happy with progress of my programming skills, and not only that, in the direction I'm heading with my life, because I kind of see how the way things are connecting now. Things are kind of working together instead of just working against me. Things are kind of starting to align. You could be afraid, but it should not stop you from being able to attempt something new, something different. And when you look back, you kind of take that experience and you kind of take some meaning out of it. Either it's going to be something hopefully good, but even if it's something bad, it's something, a lesson to learn. And then you'll know for the next one, like, oh, okay, so I know that's something that didn't go well, and I don't want to go through that again, so I won't, basically. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you guys could be notified of all the different uploads that we have going on this channel. And also, if you guys can, please look down at the socials down below. If you guys can follow our Instagram or TikTok, and not only that, keep an eye out for our YouTube shorts. Alright guys, but thanks for watching. Good night.